English Champs 2024 has been completed. So it was at the NEC this year. There's quite a few things going on, rowing champs, Athlete X, don't know what that is, and a few other CrossFit competitions. But we were there for the weightlifting. So the plan going in was a 300 kilo total. That was the goal for the year. And warming up, everything felt quite good, quite smooth. Snatches felt all right. So there's some lifts at 60 kilos. Felt nice and smooth. Did a few reps at 60, trying to make sure everything moves how it should do, how it's intended to. Had my dad in the back room, which was quite nice. Had someone to talk to and film some of the sets. I was sharing a platform with Stefano, who's one of the big lifters going into the competition. So it was quite a good experience, you know, lifting against some of the best in England at the moment. But as the warm-up sets went on, felt all right. There was a few little wobbles going on. Unfortunately, the audio for the day didn't record for whatever reason, so that's fun. But I'll do a bit of a voiceover over the top, fill in some of the blanks, let you know what was going through my head. So built up, so up to 100 kilos at this point. Normally up to 100 kilos everything starts to feel smooth. It's sort of beyond this point that I start to figure out where things are feeling a little bit funky. And I think it was around 110 I clocked that I was snatching a bit like my clean, so I was trying to keep my chest over the bar a bit too much. And I was jumping quite far behind the bar, so I had to make a few corrections around 120 just to make sure that I was getting the extension that I wanted, which is always fun, trying to change things last minute. So then built up to 125, had to drop that down a little bit, did another set of 120 before going out just because of the timings of things, and then on to the first lift. So first lift fortunately is in focus. The rest of them from this point onwards are out of focus. Not sure why. Camera decided to have a hissy fit, but we opened at 130 kilos. So 130 kilos was feeling good in training, so I thought, why not? We'll open big, give myself best chance of getting that 300 kilo total. So here's 130. So you should see quite a smooth lift. Had to do a little bit of correcting at the bottom, but overall moved quite well. From this point onwards, you will notice that the camera has decided that it didn't want to be in focus. So this is 135 kilos, this is my second attempt. So we're feeling good after the first attempt. 130 moved well. I think there's two other lads. So one, Stefano, got 130, missed 135. Ed Small, I think, opened at 135, missed his first attempt, got his second attempt, something like that. So this was my second attempt. Got 135, felt smooth, got some good depth, and thought, hey ho, when in Rome, when we're going for it with the big dogs, we'll go for 140. So this is a 5 kilo PB attempt going into it. So 140 kilos is the heaviest snatch attempt of the day of the session. So let's see how it goes. Again, sorry for it being a bit out of focus. So when I caught that, I had a moment of, oh God, it's up there. Didn't really know what to do. I was baffled, but really happy with that. 140 kilos is sort of a lifetime goal of what I wanted to achieve in the snatch, and it went up quite nicely. It was a smooth looking lift, so I was really happy with that. So then onto the clean and jerk portion of the competition. Cleans, not gonna lie, on the build up did not feel great. Started warming up the clean and jerks, and just nothing was quite moving how I wanted it to. You can see my upper back is collapsing already at 150 kilos, and the jerk felt all right on the build up, but it was just the clean was making things difficult for me. So this is my last warm-up attempt before going out, so 155 kilos. As you can see, a lot more of a struggle than I wanted it to be. I've worked quite hard on my cleans, and it just seemed to have abandoned me during this competition. But we got 155 in the back room, so I decided to open up at 160, because 160 I've been feeling confident with Even though I catch it badly, I can normally stand it up and get a decent jerk out of it. So opened at 160. And the theme of rubbish cleans sort of carries on from this point. But if I make my opener, I've got my 300 kilo total, which is all I cared about. So this would be, if I get this 300 kilos to the clean, again, slightly dodgy, not that you can tell too well because it's out of focus. And then the jerk, nice solid jerk. Jerk's normally my strong suit. Jerk moved quite well on that one. So we made the decision up to 165, that was the plan anyway, so we go up to 165. So cleans were feeling a bit off, so that got me a little bit worried. I was like, if I can stand it up, then I should be good to go for the jerk. At this point, my dad got told off for standing in the way of the commentators. That's the joys of being quite new to this weightlifting business. Don't quite know the etiquette yet. It was 165, the catch, caught it, but oh boy was it a battle to stand up. It did not want to go up. So at this point I was like, I'm up, we can give it a good go on the jerk, and for whatever reason I decided to throw it out in front of me, which I don't normally do. But hey ho, overall good day. So we finished up the day with a 3rd place position overall in the competition. So the guys who beat me, Ed Small, got a 304 kilo total, and then Stefano made a massive jump at the end of the day from 165 to 175 to take it with a 305 kilo total. But I was really happy. I came in with the objective of 300 kilo total. I didn't care about placing, that wasn't on the cards, that wasn't my objectives. But I achieved what I set out to get, and that's the important bit. So we're moving on to next year. Next competition will be the British Champs, where I believe it's the Commonwealth Games qualifier. So if we can hit a good total there, good block of training going into it, then big things might be coming forwards from now. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.